In the 12-step system, this is called taking a searching and fearless personal inventory. I honestly encourage you to get a little searching and fearless with yourself. Keep your progress or the lack of it in your face. Here's a powerful exercise. Instead of writing down what you're going to do, chances are you've been doing that your entire life anyway, and it doesn't make you any better at doing them. Write down at the end of the day what you did do that day. What actions did you take today that made you successful? Did you read 10 pages of a good book? Did you eat healthy food and get some good exercise? Did you engage in positive associations? Did you do the things you need to do to be successful in your business? Did you tell somebody, "I love you"? At the end of a week, look back over your lists and take inventory. Not only will it tell you a lot about the truth of your everyday life, chances are good that the mere act of recording this daily reflection will have already started changing what you do. Here's what this exercise did for me the first time I did it. After the first few days, I found that by 10 o'clock in the morning, I was changing my normal course for the day and engaging in more positive slight edge actions because I didn't want to face that man in the mirror empty-handed again that night. There are lots of different ways to practice consistent self-reflection, and I don't necessarily recommend one over another, simply because everyone's different and what works best for me may not work best for you. Some people accomplish this by keeping a journal. If you choose this approach, here's the key to making it work. Don't just write down a record of what happened today. Along with your thoughts and feelings about what happened, ask yourself the specific slight edge questions. In each area of my life, what are the critical, simple little things that are easy to do and easy not to do? Did I do them? Did I move forward? Did I ride on the success curve? Some like keeping a journal sporadically, but find it difficult to keep up day in and day out, and instead create a specific, written list of slight edge actions that they consult and check off every day. On days they don't make time to write an entry in their journal, they at least go through the list and ask themselves those questions. In each area of my life, did I do those things that are easy to do and easy not to do? Did I continue my momentum on the success curve? Some would rather talk than write, and prefer to keep track of the day's actions out loud in conversation. You can find a slight edge buddy, a friend who also wants to harness the power of reflection, and schedule a little time together or on the phone to debrief each other. How did the day go? In each area of my life, did I ... Doing this every day is ideal, but you can still make it work very well with a twice-week call, or even a once-week call. The key is consistency. Like the tortoise, steady wins the race. More and more people are choosing to achieve a higher level of productivity through reflection by working with a coach. Only 10 or 15 years ago, most people thought of coaching only in the context of athletics. Then people realized that they had way better chances of pursuing their fitness goals if they used a personal trainer. Soon, high-level business executives started using individual consulting sessions with productivity consultants to coach them in their high-stakes financial and organizational game. And in the last few years, the dam burst. People suddenly realized they could hire a coach for anything and everything. and the field of personal coaching exploded as one of the hottest new occupations. So, what does a coach do? More than anything else, a coach holds up a mirror and shows you what you're doing, day in and day out. A coach keeps the slight edge in your face. A coach helps you harness the power of reflection. Whatever method you choose to use, find some way to make reflection an everyday thing, day in and day out, without fail. When what you didn't improve one day is clear to you and you're aware of it, by 10 o'clock the next morning you'll be hunting for self-improvements like a heat-seeking missile. You'll be reading, listening, associating to, and with things and people that empower you. You won't be able to help it. You'll become so motivated that nothing will prevent you from improving. There is another critical reason the power of reflection is so important. It's not just to be a nag and remind you when you're slacking off. It's also to point out to you all the positive steps you're taking. Over 20 years ago, authors Ken Blanchard and Spencer Johnson wrote, "People who feel good about themselves produce good results." The little book in which these words appeared, The 1-Minute Manager, became one of the decade's most influential business books. Blanchard and Johnson coined what has become one of the most well-worn phrases in business. They urged managers and business owners not to walk around trying to catch people doing something wrong, but to catch them doing something right, and then acknowledge it on the spot. They called this a 1-minute praising. It's easy to forget to catch yourself doing something right. If you have kids, chances are that you can still remember the moment they took their first step. Chances are good that step got noticed and celebrated, big time. And chances are, even better, that within a week, they were walking around for hours a day, and nobody even gave it a second thought, including them. I heard a story once about a woman who had reached a point in her early 50s where she felt she was so badly starving for affection, she didn't know if she could continue in her marriage. She told her husband how she felt, and said that for years, she had been unable to tell if he still loved her or not. Her husband was genuinely perplexed. "But I told you I love you 30 years ago," he exclaimed. "Why would you think anything changed?" Poor man, it had never occurred to him that it's not enough to say, "I love you" one time. It's something that needs saying every day, and not only in words, but in actions, too. Especially those little, thoughtful things that say, "I'm thinking about you, and I care about you." It's the slight edge power of reflection and acknowledgement celebration. Keep your slight edge activities, your right choices, and incremental successes right out in the open where you can see them and celebrate them. Remember that all the activity ever required to apply the slight edge for your success is nothing but a series of baby steps. Trust the process. Acknowledge those steps, no matter how small or insignificant they may seem at the time. Is it easy to do? Yes. Easy not to do? Yes. If you don't do it, will it destroy you? No. ... But that simple error in judgment, compounded over time, will ruin your chances for success. Make each successful right choice a celebration. You'll be able to feel, literally, those balance scales shifting in your favor. Nothing breeds success like more success. There are several faces of the slight edge that, once you recognize it in your life, you can harness in the pursuit of your dreams. Momentum steady wins the race. Once you're in motion, it's easy to keep on keeping on. Once you stop, it's hard to change from stop to go. Completion each and every incomplete. Fame in your life or work exerts a draining force on you, sucking the energy of accomplishment and success out of you. Take on those incompletions in your life, just as you took on learning to walk. Your habits are what will propel you up the success curve, or down the failure curve. Reflection, being productive and being busy, are not necessarily the same thing. Doing things won't create your success. Doing the right things will. Were those actions productive? Did you take a step forward? Celebration. Keep your slight edge activities, your right choices, and incremental successes right out in the open where you can see them and celebrate them. Acknowledge those steps, no matter how small or insignificant they may seem at the time. When we were first introduced to the slight edge principles, we were financially upside down. We did not have the ability to pay our own bills, let alone bless the lives of others. After understanding the slight edge philosophy, we started applying it to every area of our lives. We applied the principles to our family business. As a team, we focused on daily activities that we knew would eventually give us the momentum we needed to achieve our goals. We made sure we completed tasks and did what we said we would do, so that nothing could hold us back to the past. We spent time reflecting on how our efforts could be more productive, as in our 10,000 hours, and it was definitely worth it. As a team, we looked for every opportunity to celebrate our success, as well as recognize others that helped us gain those successes. The results of applying those principles have been more than we could have imagined. Our income grew 1,000% in just 5 years. I guess you could say we put beyond that. We have been able to start a non-profit foundation to help the less fortunate. Our proudest accomplishment has been recently raising over $100,000 for a girls' orphanage in Guatemala. We have also begun to organize trips every 90 days for others to volunteer at the orphanages. By implementing these simple principles into our lives, we have not only drastically improved the quality of our lives, but more importantly, have been able to reach out. Thank you so much for watching. Truly, the fact that you stayed until the end of this video says something important about you. It shows that you care, that you're hungry, that somewhere deep inside, you believe you're meant for more, and you're ready to take the small steps to get there. Your story is still being written, and the pen is in your hand. Thanks again for watching. Keep growing, keep believing, and never forget your slight edge begins now.